Hello children, welcome to Nagesh Karajagi Orchid School channel. Myself Priya teacher, and today I am going to teach you science subject for 6th class. So children, in our previous session we discussed about fun with magnets. So I told you from lesson number 9 to 13 these lessons only for the examination. So today we are going to learn about the next lesson of our subject, which is water. So name of our lesson, it is water, and this lesson is not there for the examination, but then only we are going to take a look in short. Okay, so let us learn this lesson. So all we know that how water is important for us. Without water we can't live. Okay, even we can't imagine also if water is not there and we will not get water, so we can't imagine also, we can't think all these things also. Okay, so this much important is this water for us. Now we will see that which concepts we are going to learn in this lesson, or we are going to discuss here. So we will learn about water, what it means, then how we can get water naturally and how it comes to us at our home, and then also we are going to learn how water is important, what is the need of water, and then how we have to save water. Okay, so all these concepts we are going to learn. So let us learn one by one. What is mean by water? This is the first point of our lesson. So water is made up of tiny molecules of hydrogen and oxygen. So these are nothing but the, water is nothing but the molecules, tiny molecules in which hydrogen and oxygen molecules are bound together, and they are going to form a water. So each one is so small, these molecules are so small that you can't see if it even with the most powerful microscope. See how small or how tiny these molecules are. So each molecule, these are very small, these are very tiny, and we can't see if, though we are going to use a powerful microscope. Okay, we know that whatever tiny or micro substances are there, we can see with the powerful microscope, but these water molecules are that much tiny that we can't see with powerful microscope also. Now next, pure water has no color. So water is not having color, also no taste. It is also not having any taste and doesn't smell of anything. And also water is not having any type of smell. So this is the water. This is called as a water. It means water is not having any color, it is not having any taste, it is not having any smell. Now, water exists in three forms on earth. First it is solid, second it is liquid, and third it is gas. So in these three forms we found water here on earth. So solid, how it is solid? Example, ice, then hail, snow or frost. So in this form water, it is in the solid state. Then liquid, so in lakes, oceans, whatever water is there in lakes, ocean, rain, dew, fog or mist, it is in the liquid state or liquid form we can say. Then next, steams. So steam or water vapor which are invisible, so these are we can say these are there in a air, and this is nothing but the gaseous state of the water or gaseous form of water. Now next, where can we get water? So about 90% of water on earth's surface is in the world's ocean. So we know on earth there is a 97% of water we can find on earth's surface, but only 0.01% of water is only of drinking water, and there is where you can find most of the other 3%. So only 3% water is useful water here, which we can find in lakes, rivers, polar ice caps, clouds, rain stored in rocks, and also in a sea ice. So only this is a 3%, and I told you that 0.01% of water is of for drinking water, or it is used for the drinking. Why do we need water? So why we need water? To carry nutrients and waste in the body. So whatever nutrients are there, when food is taken in by living organisms like plants also, like animals also, or human beings also, so we need water, and this water is going to carry whatever nutrients are there and waste also. Okay, after digestion, when that food is changed or remained as an undigested food, that is called as a waste. So for carrying this waste and nutrients, water is useful in every living organism's body structure. Then to lubricate joints, digestive tract and body tissues. So to lubricate joints, digestive tract and body tissues. Okay, so there is a semi-solid substance which is going to join these organs, internal organs to each other, with each other. So for this purpose, it means it is called as a lubricate. So to lubricate joints, digestive tract and body tissues. Then next thing, it is to cool the body, especially during periods of physical activity. So whenever there is any physical activity we are going to do, so that is for this purpose. Also after exertion we come to know that we are tired and we are thirsty, so to keep our body cool we need water. Then to be used in factories, so agriculture and hospitals, hotels. Okay, so water is also used in factories, agriculture region or agriculture field, hospitals and hotels. Now next one, how much water do we need? So how much water we need? So humans, most people need about 6 to 8 glasses of water each day. So we are talking about humans here. So humans will need, most of the people will need 6 to 8 glasses of water each day. So I know you children are not taking in that much water, 6 to 8 glasses, but for the healthy life we should have to take in, or we need 6 to 8, our body needs 6 to 8 glasses per day, each day, but you are not taking, I know. So you have to do this, that you have to drink about 6 to 8 glasses each day. Okay, so inadequate fluid intake can lead to constipation and dehydration. Okay, so how much water? Then caffeine containing beverages, coffee, tea and colas should not be drunk, because caffeine actually causes you to lose water. So what we have to do, water is very important. This is the liquid which is very useful to our body, but we should have to avoid these types of substances or these types of drinks which are known as caffeine containing beverages. So caffeine containing beverages, it means, for example, caffeine containing beverages are coffee, tea and Coca-Cola, or we can say these are cold drinks. So these types of drinks we should have to avoid always. Okay, we should not be drunk, because caffeine actually causes you to lose water. Because of these drinks, whatever water is there in our body is going to lose it. Then more water may be needed during the times of fever or illness. So whenever there is a disease, we are suffering from these types of disease, fever and any other illness, so our body need more water. It means more than 6 to 8 glasses we need water. Then athletes should drink additional amounts before, during and after exercise. So we know athletes, they are practicing daily for many hours, 2 3 4 hours they are doing practice, and because of that exertion is more as compared to us, so they need more water. So because of that, every time when they are going to do any exercise, so before that exercise, then during that exercise, and after that exercise, they should have to drink additional amount of water. It means more than 6 to 8 glasses. Now next, most common reasons of increased demand. So increase in world's population as more people leave cities and big towns. So why need of water is increased? Because population of our country and also of whole world, it is increasing, and increasing world population as more people lives in cities and big towns. That is why the reason of increasing of water or demand of water, it is increasing. Then increase in farming, because farmers start growing more crops. So obviously people's or population increased in cities and towns. So because of that, farmers are also have to grow more crops. So that is why farmers are also need more water. So need of farmers about water, it is also increasing, because they are going to farm more crops in their farms, okay, in farming we can say. So because of that, then increase in money earned, because people use a lot of more water in their homes for things like dishwashers and lawn sprinklers. So increase in money earned because. So what happens here? So for money, earning money, this purpose, people are buying these types of machines which is known as dishwashers and lawn sprinklers. So these machines need, or washing machines, these needs more water, and because of this reason, again need of water, it is increased. Now water storage. So water storage happens when an area does not have enough water to meet the needs of people who live there. So a shortage is caused by too much demand or not enough supply. So water shortage. So what happens, why this water shortage happens? Because water shortage happens when an area does not have enough water. So when any area does not have more water or enough water, whatever peoples are living there and whatever need of these peoples, animals or farmers, industries are there, if it is not fulfilled by whatever water is there present or they got from their cities, so if it is not fulfilled, so you can say this is water does not have enough amount and to meet the needs of the people who live there. Okay, so because of the need of people, what happens? Water shortage happens there. So a shortage is caused by too much demand. So people are living, needs are more, and because of that demand is more. So too much demand is there, and because of that shortage is going to happen there, and or not enough supply. And suppose that water is not supplied there in enough amount, so because of that also we will see that shortage is there. Now next, why should we save water? So why should we have to save water? To get enough water, we should have to save water. Okay, so for this purpose we have to save water. Many people are wasting water, and because of that what happens? Because of that people are not getting enough water, and in summer season they are facing a more problem of these types, and because of that we should have to save water here. So first we will read, of all the water in the world only 3% is a fresh water. So we know 90% of water it is a sea water, and from these 100% on earth, we only using 3% of water. So 3% of water, it is a fresh water which is used by the living organisms like plants, animals and human beings. So less than 1/3 of 1%. See, 1/3 of 1%, it means 0.01% of this water, fresh water, is available for human use. So humans are only using 0.01% of fresh water, and the rest is frozen. It means it is a very less amount of water is available for the human beings to use water, okay, for their purposes, not only for drinking but also other reasons or for other purpose. So the rest is frozen in glaciers or polar ice caps, or is deep within the earth beyond our reach. So to put it another way, if 100 liter represents the world's water, about half a tablespoon of it is fresh water available for our use, okay. So 3% of from this 3%, 1% is used, 1/3 of 1% is used by humans, and whatever remaining part, it is you will find as a frozen, in the frozen form in glaciers or in a polar ice caps, or is in a deep within the earth and beyond our reach. So where we can't reach, at that region we will find a remaining percentage of this water. So to put it another way, so to know exactly how much percent we are going to use, so this is given here that 100 liters, if we will take 100 liters, and this 100 liter, it is a water amount which is present on a earth, whole earth. So from that 97% it is a sea water, and remaining 3% is there. So from this 3%, about half, or from this 100 liters, only about half a tablespoon of it, half tablespoon, see children, only half tablespoon of 100%, 100 liters is a fresh water is there. So you will get an idea that how less water is useful from these 100 liters of water. It means need is more there, okay, so requirement is there, more there, and whatever water is available, it is very less. It is not available for each and every living organism. So that is why we should have to save water, okay. So this is very important point, this is very important thing we should have to remember, we should have to keep in our mind, okay. So how we can save water? Saving water in, so saving water through the education. So how we can save water? Read articles or debate water related issues in our local area. So we have to come to know that how water is important and how we can save water. So for this purpose we should have to read articles which are giving us information about the water, about saving water, or how we can save water, tips of saving water, like this. And debate also, we should have to attend debates which are related to the water. Then investigation, the role that water plays in various cultures. So we should have to investigate of role of water and in various cultures, how it is used in various culture. Then understand the amount of water used in your school and at home. So you should have to come to know that how water is used, or what amount of water is used in your school and also at your home. And then study the water cycle, and also you should have to study water cycle, how we are getting water exactly from the nature, that is called as a water cycle, that you should have to learn or read. Now next, saving water in homes. Running water is required for the endless list of uses in and around the home. So how we can use save water? So we should have to use minimum water. Whatever requirement is there, only that much water we should have to use, okay, at our home, and we can save water. Imagine living in a house without running water. For some this might be a nightmare, but for many it is reality, okay. So if we will imagine that water is not there and we have to live, but we can't imagine these things also, but this is the reality of other states or other people. So peoples in Rajasthan, they are not getting water for drinking also, okay. So this is the reality of these peoples. So we can't think to spend a day or for some hours from a day without drinking any water. We can't imagine also, but these peoples who are living there in Rajasthan or like such a region, they are facing this problem. This is the reality of their life. So we should have to save water for these people who are not getting water for drinking also, okay. So this is because some of us are not careful while using. So why this is happening here, or these conditions they are facing? Because some of us are not careful while using water in our homes. So we are not using water properly, we are wasting water, we are not saving water, we are not getting any idea to save water, and because of these reasons these peoples are facing such types of problems, and it is very difficult to leave them, okay, to survive there. So others suffer because of us. So because of these activities, other peoples are suffering. So saving water in gardens. So we can save water in gardens. There are lots of easy and effective ways to reduce the use of precious drinking water of our gardens. So many gardens contain plants inappropriate for our environment, and we tend to water far more than the necessary because we don't know what our plants really need. So we can't afford gardens that require excessive amounts of water. So some plants from these gardens are having need more water, and some plants are need low water, okay, or minimum water. So we come to know that we should have to know that which are affordable gardens are there, and we should have to grow such types of gardens. Saving water in agriculture. So while agriculture is one of our country's most significant water uses, so some innovative solutions have been developed to improve water use efficiency and maintain or even increase yield. So in farms also water is used, in agriculture purpose this also water is used in a more amount. So here it is given some crops which is known as cotton, rice and dairy. So here efficient water management is vital for the cotton growers to achieve high yields. Then rice is the main crop of India, and it requires a lot of water for sowing, growing and draining, etc. The dairy industry uses water for the irrigation of the pastures, washing stock and cleaning dairy sheds, okay. So for this purpose water is used in a more amount in agriculture field. So this is also we should have to do less. So water saving tips. So how we can save water? So some tips are given here. Which tips are there? So tips to save water: a dripping tap could waste as much as 90 liters of water. So whatever dripping taps are there, we should have to repair them. Brushing your teeth with the tap running wastes almost 9 liters a minute. Rinse out from a tumbler instead. So what brushing, while we are going to brush our teeth, so that time we are keeping taps running, and because of that running taps water is going to waste here. So because of that we should have to use a tumblers, okay. While we are going to rinse our mouth, we should have to use tumblers, that because of that we can save water. Then cool water kept in the fridge means you won't have to run the tap of ages to get a cold drink. Okay, so cool water kept in the fridge means you won't have to run the tap. Then don't use your washing machine until you have got a full load. So whatever full load machine is there, until you get that machine, you don't use these types of machines, because full load machines will save more water. Okay, that is why we should have to go for this. Then every time you boil an egg, save the cooled water for your house plants. So when we are going to boil eggs in a water, that time we are going to throw that water. So this water you can use for the growing house plants. So whatever plants you grown at your home, you can use this water for the growing of these house plants. Then they will benefit from the nutrients released from the shade. Then sprinkles can be useful. A sprinkler can use as much water in an hour as a family of 4 will use in today. So we should have to use sprinklers. We should have to use sprinklers. Because of that, what will happen here? So sprinkler can use as much water in hour as a family of 4 will use in a day. Okay, so trigger nozzles can save water by using it only when needed. Okay, so also trigger nozzles we should have to use. Because of that we can use, you can save water. So these are some tips. Okay, read these tips one more time, because you should have to follow these tips and you should have to tell these tips to other people. Because of this they will also save water with us. Okay, so read this one more time. A dripping tap, we should have to not drip tap. Okay, we should have to repair them. While brushing we should have to use a tumbler to rinse our mouth. Then cool water, only 1 bucket of water we should have to use for the bathing purpose. Then for washing utensils we should have to use a minimum water. We can save water by these tips. Then don't use washing machines. So when we will get fully loaded machine, then only we can use machines for the washing clothes, because they will save water. If suppose these types of machines are not there, so we can wash our clothes at home by ourselves, and then we can save water. And next one, every time boil water. So not only boil water, when we are going to wash vegetables at our home, when we are going to wash fruits, when we are going to wash fruit vegetables, when we are going to wash any substances or any food, then that water, when we are going to make dal rice every day, so that time also we are using water for the cooker. Okay, and also for washing rice and dal, so that water also we can preserve and it will store also, and we can use it for the plants. Okay, so like this we can use and save water. And sprinklers also we can use. It means in sprinklers we will need a minimum water and it will be water saving tip. And then trigger nozzles also we can use. It will also helpful to save water. So these are some tips to saving water. Okay children, so hope you understood whatever concepts we learned in this lesson. What we discussed in this lesson? So we discussed what is mean by water, then how water we can get from the nature, and what percent of water is there present on earth. Also we discussed about this. And what is the useful water for the human being, what percent of water is there for human being on earth, that also we discussed. So we come to know that very less amount or very less percent of water is useful for human beings also and other living organisms also. That is why we should have to save water and we should not waste water, and we saw some tips to saving water, for saving water. So whatever saving tips we discussed here, remember those tips and also follow these tips and tell these tips to other persons. Okay, so this lesson is not for examination, but also we discussed here and also we completed lesson number 16, which is a water. So we will stop here, children. Hope you will understood all these concepts. Thank you.